The 8 best gifts for music lovers. Everyone needs a hobby, and chances are there's at least one person on your holiday shopping list who fancies themselves a musician. Whether they're a casual synth noodler, a guitar virtuoso, or a singer-songwriter, we've got recommendations covering a range of price points. Some of these even make a great gift for music lovers who have been considering making the jump to music maker. Here are the 8 best gifts for music lovers, according to Engadget. We begin with a Fender Mustang Micro Plus headphone amplifier. A couple of years back, Fender wowed us with its diminutive Mustang Micro Personal Headphone Amplifier. The renowned guitar and amp manufacturer just released a follow-up device that improves upon nearly every aspect of the original. There are 25 amp models compared to 12 with the previous release. The effects have also doubled, going from 13 to 25. The Mustang Micro Plus also boasts 100 editable presets, an integrated tuner, and a new display for making adjustments. The major selling point here, however, is the same as with the OG device. It sounds great and it lets people practice electric guitar without alerting the neighbors and authorities. It's a tiny pocket-sized gadget with a big Fender sound. Price $130 at Amazon. Up next is the Soma Laboratory Ether. If you know someone who believes there's music all around us, if you just train yourself to hear it, I have the perfect gift for them. The Soma Labs Ether is sort of like a microphone, but not one that you sing into. Instead, it picks up electromagnetic interference and radiation from across the entire spectrum from hertz to gigahertz. Soma likes to refer to it as an anti-radio since it doesn't tune into one frequency, it tunes into all the frequencies. With the Ether, your sound-loving giftee can eavesdrop on neon signs and sample the silent whine of an AC adapter. It's literally a gateway to an invisible world of electromagnetic waves. Price $160 at Perfect Circuit. Our next gift for music lovers, what about an Audio-Technica A2040 USB dynamic USB microphone? Microphones are a must-have for music makers of all skill levels. There are all kinds of mics out there, with some costing thousands upon thousands of dollars. However, beginners should go for a simple USB microphone. The Audio-Technica AT2040 USB is based on a tried-and-true design and is relatively budget-friendly at $150. This is great for newbies because it connects via USB, so the musician in your life won't also have to spring for an audio interface or a mixing console. It plugs directly into the computer. Some USB microphones sound like trash, but this one provides a clear and rich audio signal that's perfect for vocals, guitars, and just about anything else. Many people also use it as a podcast mic. There's a built-in headphone jack for real-time monitoring and 2 LED lights to indicate whether or not the microphone is armed. And to further extol the virtues of this microphone, it's the one yours truly started out with. Price $149 at Adorama. Bastel Instruments Castle ARP. Bastel Instruments' Castle line of mini modular synths are pretty easy to recommend for almost anyone who dabbles in music making. They're true modular instruments, but with stripped-down controls and in a package barely bigger than the 3 AA batteries required to power them. Where the original Castle was primarily built for drones and the Castle drum for glitchy percussion, the Castle ARP is, as you may have guessed, designed for arpeggios. It's the most melodic entry in the series and therefore probably the easiest of the bunch to recommend. It actually can make some quite beautiful little music passages, especially when paired with some delay and reverb. If there is someone on your list who would rather make their own lo-fi beats to study to than put on a YouTube playlist, this could make a perfect addition to their desk setup. $120 at Bastel Instruments. Our next gift is an affordable one, an X-Protector non-slip pad roll. Many synths and pedals come with little rubber feet that are supposed to stop them from sliding around a desk. I can tell you with confidence that they don't really work. That's why the musician on your list will probably appreciate some non-slip padding. This huge roll of grippy rubber can easily be cut to fit almost anything from a portable MIDI controller to a Euro-rack skiff. If you're shopping for someone that has a tendency to get a little too into it when they're jamming, this will be a very welcome addition to their setup. Price $10 at Amazon. Up next, how about some access to Auto-Tune? It's Antares Auto-Tune. Like it or not, Auto-Tune has become a nearly indispensable tool for modern music production. If there's a hobbyist producer or singer on your list, Auto-Tune can save them valuable time. When they're recording in their downtime between work and or dealing with kids, they might not have the energy to do 5, 6, or 7 vocal takes. This can subtly take a vocal performance that's 95% of the way there to note perfect. Or perhaps they want to recreate the over-the-top robotic melodies of Cher's Believe or the garbled raps of Future and Lil Uzi Vert. But even though Auto-Tune was designed to be used for vocals, sort of, it can be used on other instruments as well to create strange and otherworldly effects. Price $15 per month at Antares. Our next gift is for the guitar players, the Louvet Acoustic Guitar Pickup. A contact microphone is the unsung hero of almost any music producer's arsenal. It can be used to capture acoustic instruments like a ukulele or a dulcimer, but that's just the start. Musicians with an experimental streak will quickly discover it can be pressed against the throat to capture unique vocal timbres, held against a steam radiator to record eerie ambiance, or placed on almost any surface you can bang on to build one-of-a-kind percussive sounds. The best part? While this particular model is around $22 and we can vouch for its quality, there are cheaper options where you can stuff a stocking full of 5 of them for just $15. Price of the Louvet Acoustic Guitar Pickup, $16 at Amazon. And rounding out our list of the best gifts for music lovers, it's the Moog Muse. Let's first address the elephant in the room. This is a $3,500 synthesizer, which would likely max out just about any holiday gift's budget. However, if your coffers runneth over and there's a synth nerd in your life, this is a no-brainer. The Moog Muse is the company's latest flagship synthesizer, and it's truly a modern classic. It just sounds so good, with no pedals or additional processing required. The filters and analog oscillators allow for that iconic Moog sound, but the sound design options are nearly limitless. The knobs and sliders are an absolute joy to use, and the whole thing is actually made from metal and wood. In a word, it's luxe. If you have a synth fanatic in your life but absolutely balked at the $3,500 sticker price of the Moog Muse, get them this book instead. The Mini Moog book, as the name suggests, is a visually pleasing and exhaustive chronicle of one of the most iconic synthesizers of all time. The Mini Moog first launched back in 1970, so there's plenty of history to pull from. This book includes interviews with Moog luminaries and artists who have depended on the instrument. Price $75 at Sweetwater. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributors Terrence O'Brien and Lawrence Bonk and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and as always, we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.